Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rough out the rest of this face here. I've got, this is a 1.5 block. So when I look at this, across this dimension here, it's about 2 inches. So I'm going to use that dimension here to figure out where to end my face. So I'm going to come down a little bit for hair, and this is a 2-inch blade, so I am using this for a measurement. So I'm going to put the end of my face right here, and I'm going to rock it just a little bit so I can get in here and get some depth on here, and then just come down, pulling a little bit more material each time, going out on the side, shortening the distance between here and here. If I was to go through and push right here, it takes a whole lot more energy and strength to get across. So I'm just going from here to here, and then coming back on this corner here, rocking it again, moving a little bit more so that this distance here becomes really short. So just like that, I'm across that whole plane there. And I'm going to give myself a pretty good neck here, so I want to remove quite a bit of material underneath this chin. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Rocking that knife in a little bit, removing the material here, pushing down in there. Now we're in the gap between this side and that side, and pushing in. Now when we get to the back, it's going to change a little bit because I want this head and the neck to go back up in the head. So I'm just going to take from this a little bit lower than this neckline and just take off the whole corner, pushing the neck this way and the head that way. A little bit more here. I'm going to take this corner off too, just to make it easier to handle. Broaden that chest there. Okay, so I've got the chest in here. I'm going to narrow the sides of the face. Now what I'm trying to do here is I want to go a little bit wider on the jaws and narrow at the eye line. So I'm going to just start right here, kind of a little bit lower than the nose, kind of where the bottom of the ear would be. And I'm going to swoop this up like here and narrow that face there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this doesn't have to be perfect on both sides, just kind of even, because I'm going to adjust it when we get to the ears. So let's round the top of this head just a tad bit. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and set my ears. So I've got my eye line, which is going to be right here. I'm going to come across right here and push that ear, rock it with my knife to get a little depth on it, and then create a stop cut, remove the material on this side. Remove a little bit more material until I have that ear popping out. And then I'm going to go from the bottom of the nose, across like here. There we go. Stop cut, remove the material up against it, and that up there will be my ear box. I'm going to even this bottom of the jaw out, coming up right here. So there I go, that's one side right there, or at least the start of it. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, finding that eye line, coming across, rocking my knife in there. On the bottom, pushing that there. Okay, so he's looking good. I'm going to take a little bit off of this jaw there, or the chin. Even that out just a tad bit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is kind of block in these ears. I'm going to take half the distance, which actually will line up with this line here. Do this right here, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to take my knife and rock it in right there. I'm going to move this material up in front. This one wants to come towards me because of the grain. So I'm also going down into the face there too. So it's actually coming, narrowing the jaw more, or the eye line more right there. And I actually want to come even more right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I've got this line here, dig in there, pull off the excess here, narrow that face a little bit there. There you go. I'll clean this up just a tad bit before we go forward. Deepen this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this area back here. So I'm going to continue with my jaw, which is going to come down a little bit there and forward. Like there and forward. So I'm going to angle my knife on this cut away from the face. I'm going to just come down that line there. And actually right now I'm just going to go all the way down because I'll come back and fix that. So then I'm going to come back this way. I need a stop cut here so the material has somewhere to stop. I'm taking this piece off right here. Okay, so then I can come and remove the corner off that jaw. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm coming all the way down. Give myself a stop cut there. And this is a little bit tougher because I'm coming with a pull cut or paring cut coming towards me. So I need to make sure and get the depth. And it's like you have a little less control when you're doing this type of cut towards you, but hold on to where the end of your knife blade is so you know it's not going too deep. Come back, clean this up just a tad bit. Take that corner off just like the other side. Only the angle is going to be a little bit tougher because you've got that coming from the other direction. So maybe if I learn to cut with my other hand, it might go easier. But okay, so I've got that one there. So I'm going to make sure my jaw is somewhat even on both sides. I need to come in a little bit more here. And then I'm going to continue this line in the back of the head. Stop cut where the hair is going to be, so this neck's coming underneath that stop cut. Take off the corner here. Okay, so we're looking pretty good there for roughing this out. Just clean these ears up just a tad bit. I'm going to go ahead and give them a little bit more of a brow ridge. First of all, I'm going to widen these eye line just a little bit more. I narrowed the face so it kind of brought this in too much. So now I want to give them some good brow here. So I'm just going to come from the top here. Kind of swoop in with my knife. To narrow this face here, or round the top off head. And this is all end grain. So on the end grain, you want to go as tightly and thin cut as you can. But that's it. This is where I'm going to leave off for today. That is blocking in the face. We can do some more on the nose and mouth. Throw some ears on here. Still a lot that we can do, but there you go. That's a blocked in face ready for the detail. Thank you.